Thank you. No, my name is Alice Namu, a marriage counselor. And now, when we talk about business and women, I want women to see business like a pregnancy. You don't go carrying pregnancy for every man. You've got to sit and decide, especially those ladies who want to be single mothers. You don't go carrying a seed of everyone. You've got to sit, you see, you look, this one is tall, good, handsome, I can carry this. This one, no. You've got to choose what kind of a seed you want to carry. And if you have to choose the type of seed that you have to carry, then you've got to choose the type of business that you've got to do. You cannot carry all businesses. Because you realize, if many of us here were asked, what do you do? They'll tell you, I do some tea, and I'm also trying to do some vitenges. And next week I might be trying to do some avocados. And I'm also thinking that so at the end of it all, you cannot even tell us whether it is a twins, or you are carrying 4, or you are carrying 6. And this pregnancy now becomes too heavy for you. At the end of it all, then the hospital must declare, let us do an abortion. Because it's too much. The womb cannot carry. Now, when we are looking for support systems, like we want to go to the banks, or you want to be cancelled, or you want to do what, it depends with which seed are you carrying. You decide that I will go to Stanbic Bank, get 10 million because of the seed that I'm carrying. When you go for an ultrasound and you are told your child is a boy, you go shopping for a boy. You just don't go shopping and saying, fine, it may be a boy, but I'm doubting it can be a girl. You've already done the ultrasound, so you know you need blue, black, gray. You don't need red, or you don't need pink. So when we are in business, how I would wish that just even before they go for the support systems, and before they go for this, we go for these loans, and we go for these support things, let us first understand, what does our business want? What do you need as per now? What do you need? Because some of the things that we are asking for now, we need them when the child starts walking. I mean, you don't need a baby walker when the baby has already walked, do you? No. So what is happening in our businesses, we can go to banks, we can go to all over, we are here in Women in Business, but we actually cannot be supported. Reason being, we actually don't know the type of the baby that we are carrying. And that is quite unfortunate. So we need first to identify, I have now carried a baby boy, so I need now this clothes. So let me now go to Stanbic, let me go now to Madam Mary, tell her now, this is support that I want for my business. But always you hear us say about the KRA, we really like complaining. We like complaining. Every time we say KRA is on our necks, is on our necks, the cousins, as I hear, they are on our necks. But now the problem is, when we come right, annual business, hapo kwa biashara, and then we keep asking, now we are here. Here is the money on the table. This is what we want to give you. But tell us, these are our requirements. Do you have them? They'll start saying, oh, I am only 2 months old, I am only 3 months old, so you can just trust me. Please, no one is going to trust you with their money, absolutely, when they cannot see whether the money will come back. So when we are talking about support systems, and these people supporting us, even fighting for us in the KRA, fighting for us wherever we get money, fighting for us even in the banks, our only challenge is that we've got first to identify exactly what we are doing. And if we don't identify that, then we always be stressed. Because we just hear, my sister has received 10 million, and so I should go to the bank and get the 10 million. But my child is 1. She carried twins. So she required 2 coats. Me, I require 1 coat. Are you saying? So sometimes in business, we even run a race that is not even ours. The people you share with should be people in your business, so that they can tell you, this is where I get cheap things. This is how I maneuver in the KRA. This is how I maneuver in the banks. But when you are walking a journey with people, like, for example, you can go to the bank. Yes, we use one door, right? when we are getting to the bank. But one is going to keep money and the other one is coming to withdraw. Lines and queues are different, right? But you see someone getting to the bank and you want to hurry. Little do you know that this person getting in is only going to keep money, is not going to withdraw, right? So let us fight first our own battle. Let us run our own race before we go and look for the support systems. Now from there, after we say this is where we are, good. Now the banks will be there saying, you are going to go receive our 7 million. The KRA will say, we can waiver. You are doing a good job. Now we can give you a waiver. But no one will give a maternity service to a person who is not pregnant.
Interesting. Now, Irene, I know you're still warming your seat, Prof. and Stella, but I will coming to you. But let me stick to you. You see, we have all observed that we have family businesses. But unfortunately, when it's transiting from one person to the other, there comes an issue. And I'm sure many of us, not many of us, many of the ladies in the house would like to have their businesses transcend from one generation to the other. How do we address this issue?
Thank you. Now, one major thing that we need to understand is that when my child is growing, like me, being a family counselor and I'm also a clinic officer, my child should know what I do. You know, when you ask your child, what does your mom do? Asiseme unakuanga Nairobi na duka. That is not an answer. Your child should say, mama yangu upika mandazi. Right? So, does your child know what you do? Ama wewe unamwambia, nimeamka kuhustle. What is hustling? Ni nini hii hustling? So, the first thing is your child should understand that my mama cooks tea. Good. Now from there, when she's growing, she asks you, mom, how do you cook tea? You tell the child, I add milk, I cook black tea, I do this, right? After she's like 10 or 15, you are able to bring her to the kiosk. You see what you are doing, all right? If we don't move with our children in our business, it will be very difficult to leave them carry on the business. Because they will be children, all right? If they may be 30 years, but they are children. So the best thing is, as young as you think your child is, carry them to your business. Let them see you sell the clothes. Let them see you do whatever you are doing. Then from there, they will start creating interest. All right? But let us not try to engage our children when we are already retiring. That is when you are telling your children, now who wants to take over? All right? So we need to engage our children right from when they can understand. So that now, if you see there is no interest, ujue hapa, I don't have a person to take over. But if you see them with interest, now you start coaching them. This is where I get goods from. This is where I get loans. This is where our land is. You see? But now our problem, why our children are not taking over, is because we involve them when it is already too late. When it is too late, it's like widows, my brother. When a woman was used to the man doing everything in the house, and unfortunately, the man dies, that lady starts from zero. She will not understand, where do I buy tomatoes? Because she was used to just send a text message, come with tomatoes. Sometimes don't send this text message. Tell him, send 100 shillings, I go to the market. Know the type of tomatoes that you should buy anyway, because anything can happen. That business, you are not sure you'll be there forever. So right from now, don't say the business is too young to introduce. No, because you never know you are tomorrow, and you need that business even tomorrow and the years to come. So the only problem is involving our children when it's already too late. Let's engage them early.